Good morning, year 7. For today's lesson, as I explained in an earlier video, is you have to create a page that looks similar or exactly like this. So if you see the page, you can see there is two shapes here. This is the first two is line. This is word art, and this is text box that has been your name. So we have to do the top part of the page first. So two line, one word art, and then one text box for the name. So if you manage to download the worksheet, you will see the slide that look like this. It have a green in color. So to recap, you can resize the slide to as large as 400% or as small as 10%. So it's up to you. Just for design purposes, you can use like less than 70% to show all the slide. So there's one thing you have to know before start designing. So the first thing we can add is the line. So to add a line, go shape and choose lines, or you can see the group lines there. You click lines and then make sure when you click line you see this cross mark and you can start draw the first line. Okay. So once you draw from edge to edge, you just release your mouse, and now what you have to do is you have to change the color of the line. So the example given, the line should be yellow in color, so choose yellow, and then the thickness of the line should be large, so it will be very large. Okay, and then once you've done the first line, the fastest way to remain the design without the draw again, you can duplicate this design. You can copy and click anywhere in the page and click paste. So once you paste, and then you can move it like here. So we're done with the line. So we can adjust, make it more top. It's okay for the first time. You can keep adjusting it later. So the second thing we need to add is the word art. So what you have to do, you can go insert and choose word art, and you can choose any design, but the title must be the same. So I want to choose this one, for example. So I start typing in the title. Everybody must use the same title, the world's wonder. So to look similar with the design example, the text used is the Bauhaus. Okay, where is it? Okay, Bauhaus number 3. This is text used in the given example. So put it up. So now what I have to do is you can make it the title much bigger. So it could be 66. Okay. You also can type inside this one if the numbers doesn't appear, you can type like 68 or 66. Okay. So we're done for the title. So to make similar like the example, so make sure to change the outline of the word art and the fill color of the word art. You have to click this word art first and go to the shape format. And then you see this one text fill, and this one for the text outline. So for the text fill, you can choose yellow. And then for the outline, I want to make it like green. Okay. So you also can adjust the thickness. It's okay. So make sure if you change the thickness of the outline, and please remember that it doesn't uh, make the text disappear. Okay, should be this the title, World Wonders, the World's Wonder. So I want to use green instead. Okay, good. So this one, using the text fields is yellow and then the outline is the green. So just adjust the thickness and the font style is a Bauhaus 93. So the fourth element we need to add is your name. So what you have to do is still go insert, and you can use this one text box, or you can use this one shapes and choose the basic shapes is text box, and then you go here and type your name here. Okay, so for example I put my name. Okay, so you have to adjust also the font, so it add some style to the words. So go here and change the style to, so for me I think the style in the design is the uh, sorry. So it's you can choose any font you have in your computer for the font design or text design. So I want to make it smaller, for example. So 14. But remember, different font style could be have different sizes. Okay. So here, so I just want to make my font go to maybe also a little. So remember, consistent design. So I want to, you can adjust so the top element of the page is not so, it's not so big. Okay. Okay, just close it. Okay. So if you, okay, up until now we should finish by adding the top element of the page. So you can pause the video and start do the completed work, or you can just continue. So the next thing we have to add is the picture. So like I said in the previous video that you have to use the information sheet given to you. So what you need to do is you have to copy this picture, and it's better you do it one by one so easy for you to control. So you have to copy this picture to put it inside the slide. So you click the picture in the Microsoft Word document, for example the first one, and you right click and you click copy and go to the slide and you click right click or Control V or Command V and paste. So now once you paste the first image inside, what you need to do is you have to crop it out. So go picture format and go crop. So now what we're going to do is we need to use crop to shape, and the shape used as example is this one. It's a hexagon shape. So you click the shape and it will crop the image according to the looks of the shape. So now I want to make the outline like yellow and then some thickness. Okay. So you can resize also can. And if you want to make the crop more, you can click crop again and you can crop the picture. And don't worry, it's still remaining the shape of the crop image. Okay, we done the first image. Okay, so you have to do this for other image also. So there's total like 7 images, so you have to copy all, and I advise you to do it one by one. It's easy for you to control it later. You can fast forward this section if you know and understand how to do it, but I just show you one by one how it should be doing. And click this picture, go to crop and crop shape and choose the hexagon shape. So you can still crop it a certain area of the page also possible. It will remain the shape of the crop. Okay. Okay. So you can go here. And then you can adjust the outline of the shape also. So what you have to do, you have to click, and then picture format toolbar should be activated, and you can click the the line color for the picture. Okay. And so we done the two picture. So basically before we done, what we can do is we can move all this picture outside the slide first. So we try to import all the picture, or we try to copy all the picture and then arrange it later. So we move to the next picture, and it should be this one. Okay, and paste, and again go to crop, the same thing, crop the shape and choose hexagon, and choose the line color, add more thickness also possible. And then if you want to crop more, for example here I want to crop it a bit. Okay. Okay, we've done this picture, and we can resize it. Remember to resize the image, so just put here. Okay, so the next picture should be, and I want you to do it one by one, because I don't want you to rush it out and then you cannot control all the base activity, and it could interrupt your processing power of your computer also if you're not controlling your copy paste activity in the computer. So once you copy and paste the image inside the slide, what you have to do is you click the image and go picture format and go cropped and crop to shape and choose the hexagon and choose the yellow. This one. Okay, so we can resize a little bit. Okay, you can crop more also can, because it will remain the shape. Okay, then this one. So more picture, go to the Words document and click copy. So make sure your Words document is open together with the slide, so easy for you to go back and forth to get the information from the Words document. So if you can understand how to do it by now, you can pause this video and start doing the work. So again, go to picture format, crop to shape, and then use this one, and then change the color. I want the outline to be yellow. Good. So done, and then we go more picture down, and this one. Okay, this one, and then copy, and then go to the slide and paste it, and then go to picture. So to paste the image, you can right click paste, or you can go to make sure the image inside is a single image. You click the image and make sure go to crop to shape, and then do this one, and this one, and then so I want to make this picture at the center. So I click be in the center. So go back to the document, and then the last picture, this one, right click, copy, and go back to the slide, and right click and paste, or Ctrl V. So once it's pasted inside, you can click anywhere first, and then click the picture, and go to the picture format, and go to crop to shape, and choose this one, the hexagon, and add some line so it can image can be emphasized. Okay, done. So we done copy all the image needed for this particular work. So what we have to do now, once you have paste the image inside, the picture inside, so now we're going to arrange it. So it's for arrangement, maybe you can choose your own arrangement, but the crop style should be like this. This is inside the hexagon shape. So what to do first, this is the first picture, to the center, and then I can add second picture. Yeah, I can add the second picture. So make it smaller a little bit. So it's okay, we arrange first. Because the success criteria for today is you can arrange it properly. Okay. Okay. You can use arrow key or use mouse. It's up to you. Okay. Done for the first picture. So I want the second picture here, third picture here. Up. Okay. Yes. Okay. So I want to make this one and this one first. So okay. And then maybe this one here. Put a bit there. Okay. Okay. It's fine. Because remember the success criteria today is you have to know how to arrange it. So I want to make it here. Okay. You can fast forward the video, but if you don't know how to do it, you can keep watching the video. It's quite a long video. And then the next one here. Okay. Okay. So remember, we need to add two more things. Here the country, and then the name of the places, and then the sources of the information. Okay, what we're going to do, we go to the slide. Okay, so now I want you to do, you can select all so we can reposition it properly. So I want to make all the picture go down, so I have to select all. You click the first one, click shift or control in your keyboard, and you can select all the picture down. Okay, this. So now I have to resize more because not enough space for the text. So resize the picture. Okay, so the picture. Okay, resize. Make sure all the images or pictures must be on the slide. Okay. Okay. And then go here. And then okay. So I think this one. I think I can make it different bigger. Okay. And then this one quite small. Okay. And this one extra. Okay. And this one extra. So remember, success criteria of today, you can arrange it. You can arrange your picture properly. Okay. So come here. And then make sure you can resize the image until you got the enough space for your text. Okay. Okay, then make it larger. Because you had second shape, what the advantage is you can make it plug in properly on the, or you can make it the picture nicely in the, so you can make it better over time. It takes quite a lot of time. So you can make it here. Okay, then. So this one here. Okay. So don't rush of doing it. You have like a week to do it and try to make it look like example. So because I have wasted a lot of time for this one, so you can make it better over time. So what I'm going to do is now I have to position back and make sure I have space for my text. So I have space for my text. So I just okay, I have space for my text. Okay. And then okay. So now we're going to add the, I think this one's quite bigger also, so we can give it up. Okay. So yeah, okay. Go up. And you can use your keyboard or mouse to adjust the arrangement, and remember for this lesson is about arranging the information. Okay, good. Okay, done. So now what we're going to do is we have to add the country on the top. So to select all the picture, what we can do, you can click the first image and then hold Control on your keyboard or Shift on your keyboard, and then you can select everything and you can move your picture. Okay. So now what we're going to do is the next thing is have to add the country, the China, Peru, Mexico, India, Rome, and Jordan, and all this actually is from the information, because all this picture is about the 7 world wonder. So all these pictures have their own name and their own country. So what are the design looks is, the first top is the country, and the last one is the second one is the name of the places. So what I'm going to do is, so now we're going to follow the example. So it should be, the first one is China. So to add the text on the slide, remember we have to use the text box. You go insert, you go shapes, and then choose text box, and then go here, and then you can type, the first one is China, and then the bar is like Rio de Janeiro, Peru. So we just take the name of the country, because we have to select the information that could be suitable for the design of the information for one page. So here you just take the country name. So once you put it properly, and then now you go home to adjust the font style. So maybe here is Albany. So you can choose the design you want. So here I just use the error rounded, could be. So I want to make the color consistent with others. So I can make yellow, and some bold also can. So if you want to make it bigger, so here you have to be careful, because if you make the text bigger, and then the size, because we want to make similar like this, so it's all in one line. So maybe the 20 is not a good size for picture for this text, so we go 18. Okay, done, and make it the center. So second thing is the name of the places. So name of the places. So once again, if you remember, you can copy this one, and we just adjust the name of the text. Okay. So for the name, so for the China should be, the first one is Great Wall. And then in Rio de Janeiro is the Christ the Redeemer. Okay. And then in Peru we have Machu Picchu, and you can see here. And then the Taj Mahal for the India. Taj Mahal for the India. So now, because it's 7, so I want you have to make it nicely placed. So we have go down and use the paragraph to center it, and then move the bar here. So Taj Mahal, it should be for Rome is Colosseum. And then the Petra. And the last one is Chichen Itza. Chichen Itza. Okay. So if you have the red line like this, because the spelling is CHICHEN, is correct, you just ignore all. so you don't have that. So now the last one is the sources of the information. Sources of information. So what I have to do is you go back to the source of information of the words, and there is a on the top of the page, this one. What you have to do, you highlight this one, everything, you right click, you copy, and then you go to the slide and look at this, and then adjust the size. So this one I want to make it like the you can choose any font for your, so maybe I want to use the Edmodo also can. Yes, so just below, and this one should be 16, and I want to make it white or green. So here I can make it larger a little bit. So this one, you know, okay. So if you see the all the way, it's still correct actually, but just So okay, so we're done. So you can make it better for your picture arrangement, because remember this success criteria for today's lesson is all about arrangement of the information. So you can choose any font you like, arrangement of the picture, but please make sure that all the element, all the information for the element is the similar like the example, no others. So this is a quite long video. You can pause while you are watching for the tutorial in case you do not sure how to complete it. So if you have any problem, if you have any problem, you can ask me. So once you're done, you just go to file and save it, and then submit it by next Monday. So you have 1 week to do it. Thank you.